Hello, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
Not too bad. Could you introduce yourself to the fine people out here?
Well, I'm Taylor Cook. I'm one of the many hands that are involved in Crawlers and Coffee. We have a whole bunch of people. We have my father-in-law, my brother-in-law, a couple of our friends that run Crawlers and Coffee.
What got you into RC?
Actually, my father-in-law, one day I went over to his house and he had a axial bomber, and he was ripping it around, having some fun. He said, "Here, you want to try this?" I'm like, no, I have an addictive personality. I knew exactly what I was getting myself into, and as soon as I grabbed that remote, that's what turned into all of this. Is we pushed ourselves and we knew the fun that was in it, and we wanted to create the fun for everybody else and share that feeling and love for the hobby.
So, about how long ago was that? How long you been in this hobby?
About 5 years. Five
Okay.
years ago, we started getting really into the hobby. It was when I was just starting to marry my. I think I just married my wife, and we were planning out a future and stuff like that. So I stopped riding dirt bikes and racing those, and switched over to something a lot less dangerous.
So, about how many RCs do you have personally?
Personally, right now,
Your wife doesn't have to watch this.
yeah. So, ones that are actually put together and running, I have about nine. But ones that are future plans, I mean, I plan out till next year almost. The future plan ones are in total with those ones probably about 14.
Not too bad. Okay, the super tough questions. What's your favorite color?
Favorite color? Um, I switch back and forth between like a Tiffany blue, a light blue, which is in our logo, and black. I'm a big fan of black.
Jeep or Toyota?
I'm a Jeep guy through and through. I have
All
a,
right.
I have a 2014 JK lifted, all done up. Big Jeep guy for sure.
What's your go-to tire
My
for
go-to
crawling?
tire, for RC crawling or for
Yes.
truck for real ones. For RC ones, those Swampers, every single day. I'll do the 1.9s, uh, Proline Swampers. The Super Swampers, the best one, best tire. You have to sit and break them in. I sit and actually, a little trick is to take them on the asphalt and run about a half battery through them, just eating that tire. Once it's about halfway, is when it's pristine.
Sweet. How did the first event turn into this?
Well, if you guys are very familiar with the RC community, you have Axial Fest, you have Proline by the Fire, you have Axial Fest West, you have all these other ones, Beat the Creek and whatnot, but they're always once a year. And with my job, since I'm on call a lot, and a lot of like family stuff like birthdays and the simple stuff that everyone goes through, we wanted an event that can always be looked forward to every single month. So in case you have something going on in January and February, you can go to the March one. You don't have to wait a whole entire year, and then you're like, oh, I can't go to that. Now you got to wait a whole another year to go to that event. So we wanted to make it easy for everybody to know, hey, the first Saturday of every single month, Crawlers and Coffee is going to be somewhere around here. We'll look it up and we can head to one of those events. And if we're busy with a cousin's birthday party or with the wife has a date night or anything like that, you can go to the next one. It's just a month away. So it gives an opportunity for families to get out even more as well. Instead of just once a month, families can get out every single month. We see families here at every single event, and it shows they're bonding, they're creating memories, and everything like that. And that's why we've done this and what it's turned into.
I know you could probably list off a laundry list here, but what's the hardest part about running these events?
Oh man, yeah, you said laundry list. Easily laundry. I mean, I can go miles with tape and writing everything down, but some of like the main key hardest ones. Right now, we are at Apple Valley and Horseman Center. This event cost us a lot of money up front. It's permits. We had to get the fire marshal involved. We had to get there's a whole bunch of stuff that got into this. And with that, we don't charge. Our event is 100% free. People come and buy raffle tickets. That's what kind of helps pay for some stuff. We tried with VIP bag, which went well. We got some good positive feedback from that. So I think we're going to continue that. But that helps with the upfront cost. But at the end of the day, it's we're paying this out of pocket. My father-in-law, brother-in-law, and the guys, we all pitch in, and we have to pay all this out of pocket, and then we get reimbursed after the raffle. Luckily, we started doing the raffles. We've talked about maybe charging, but we want to keep it as low as possible for families because we know that people are losing jobs. The economy is not very good with COVID that happened just recently. A lot of people are still trying to catch up from that with debt, with all their financials. So we try to keep it as cheap and as easily accessible for all families and all financial brackets and ranges for everyone to come out. So that's one of the hardest hurdles is paying for all that up front. And then the second one is time. You guys see if you see any video of our raffles, they take 2 hours plus. Um, just because we have so much awesome stuff from all of our donations or from all of our sponsors. We had 47 sponsors for this event, and I mean, you saw the trailer
Yeah.
and boxes and boxes and boxes of product, and it was awesome.
Oh yeah.
So that's
At least 3 tables worth of stuff to give away in the
full
raffle.
on product. Yeah,
Yeah.
RTRs, full of nice parts. We had boxes of shirts and swag to throw out in the crowd, and keychains, and all this like memorabilia and merchandise from all these sponsors, which kicked down and is amazing. I mean, we're branching out even outside of RCs now. We have Falcon Tire, Canyon Coolers, Heat Waves, which is my favorite for sure. So we're branching out even more and more, which is awesome.
So it might be a touchy subject. Don't know if you could legally tell the story, but what would be the craziest story you have in RC?
Okay, so a legal one. We'll go with a legal one. We were all kids once and still
Yes.
somewhat of a kid. Craziest story. Oh man, one that I bring back to my childhood a lot. That, as I said, we raced dirt bikes and whatnot. My family's been in dirt bikes our whole life. We were at the track one time. I was 6, with boots up to my knees, too big for me, and I was riding my PW50, and I pulled over with my mom, and I got off. My dad was out racing, and she jumped up and started screaming my dad's name, running to the track. And I didn't know what was going on. Still have my helmet, so you can only see this much, especially as a little kid. And I turn over, and I just see parts of a dirt bike everywhere.
Holy
And
shit.
yeah, it was wild. So I'm running with my boots, looking like Forrest Gump, can't run right. And my dad was spread out. He ended up hitting the jump, put him in the hospital for a while. He was bed rested for a long time. Destroyed all of his shoulder, everything over here. He had multiple surgeries, but he got messed up from that. That put as a kid, that's something that I always remember. And family's huge and very, very important to me. And looking back at that, it's just one of those things where I'm like, God, it hurt seeing my dad. That little, I didn't understand too much, but it hurt seeing my dad in that much pain. Not being able to provide for the family because then he wasn't able to work. So that put a huge thought in my brain since then. I think about that weekly. Yeah, family's a huge thing.
Yeah.
We implement that very much. We always talk about having kids out. We have kid classes. We have family stuff to do. Like I said, we try to keep it cheap for all families to be able to come out, any financial bracket. But yeah, family is key. Family's going to be there with you no matter what. At the end of the day, it's your family. Even if it's blood or not blood, your family's your family. Friends will come and go, but your family's always going to be there.
Yeah. The last 2 questions. What would you tell someone getting into the hobby for the first time?
Prepare to spend a lot of money. It's addicting. The team that we have that runs this, we call ourselves Crawler Addicts because it's an addiction. Like I said, years ago, I picked up that remote and my garage is full. I mean, every single day I'm looking at new parts, talking to companies, thinking about something crawlers and coffee, how to improve it. And even if you're not doing that, you start up a little club. You're always wanting to go do things. Once a month we're out, and I'm going to other events. The team's going to other events. We're going out and talking to companies. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you do in this. So if someone first time doing it, prepare to empty your bank account. But there are better ways to not empty your bank account. Element has some awesome stuff. Look online too. People buy secondhand. I've bought many cars secondhand.
Facebook
And
Marketplace,
Facebook Marketplace. Yep.
eBay.
Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff out there, and you can get some really cool stuff for a fraction of the price. But then you get what you pay for. So you got to really look over what you do. Just because it looks cool, make sure it runs, make sure it works. I bought stuff that was fried, and they said it worked. So unfortunately, sometimes that happens. Make sure when you do buy one secondhand, look it over and make sure it works.
What do you foresee for the future of the hobby?
1,000,000 people here. No, that's a huge dream. I mean,
You need a
yesterday.
bigger PA system for that.
Yeah, no, we actually upgraded to this one, and this one was a heavy hit in our budget, but we can add on to it. That's the cool part. We got one
Oh,
we can add
sweet.
on to. The future of crawlers and coffee is just to continue getting bigger, continue getting more families out here. We had a family drive down from Canada. It's a 24-hour straight drive. We have people coming from all the states, all around California. We've had people come from Texas. People come all over because it's getting bigger and better. And it's was said yesterday. This is now becoming a mini pro line leading up to a pro line by the fire. It's getting close. We had an estimate from a bunch of different estimates between 500 and 700 people, and I think it was around 4. I would love to say it was like 1,000, but I think around 450 was a good number. But I saw a lot of smiles for miles, man. It was nothing but a good time. Everyone having fun, laughing, cheering, joking around. But yeah, for the future is just to keep on getting bigger. Have more families come out, and have fun, and enjoy this experience because it's a blast. It's so much fun.
Well, the community can't say enough how much they appreciate what you guys do.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I said, it takes a team. My father-in-law David, my brother-in-law Xavier. We have Printed Addictions Jason. We have Dave Wick. We have Mountainside Crawlers, which is Travis. All of us, we put in so much work. I mean, if you see any video, you probably saw one of us in a blue shirt run into the background and do something. We're nonstop trying to improve and get this event established and get it going good. With a small number of people, it's hard to do, but us group of guys work well together, and we know what each other wants and needs, and our ups and our downs. We can bank off each other and build. So, yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for coming too. I mean, and anybody watching this, if you came out, thank you very much. We appreciate it. We try our best. And if you have any comments or any questions or anything like that, our Instagram, Crawlers and Coffee, our website, rccrawlersandcoffee.com. Head over there. Let us know what we can change. We can do different. A lot of people are wanting us to head out west or head out east to start doing some shows out there. But maybe we have some stuff in the works for Utah, so I think that might be next.
Oh, sweet.
Oh yeah.
Well, thank you, sir.
You got it. Thank you.